Welcome to this year's mobile photography gift guide from Photorec TV. I want to start by talking about the Pixel 2. All right, I didn't think it was fair to do a mobile gift guide without spending a few moments talking about the best ranked phone on the market today, and that is the Pixel 2. I picked up the Pixel 2 and a lot of you have been asking for my review, so I want to take just a few minutes and share the pros and the cons. First off, the image quality out of this is fantastic. It deservedly ranks at or near the very top of that list, especially in low light. I've been blown away by the low light quality coming out of this phone. That, coupled with the fact that it's smooth and easy interface, works very well. You've got full, raw, original file upload for free to Google Photos through the year 2020. That's all very good and lovely. And I love the fact that you get this top quality phone in the small form factor. You don't have to upgrade to a larger phone, Apple, to get that higher quality camera. The downsides. Now, I'm coming from LG. I've been shooting on the LG 4, LG 5 of the last couple of years, and I loved that native camera control, full manual. In fact, I'm often willing to sacrifice a little quality to have a little bit more control. And the native camera app from Google right now is very limiting. It's great if you just want to snap a great picture in any quality light and get a good result, but if you want more control, it's lacking, and you've got to install a third-party app. I don't like to do that. I don't like to go there because I find them to be buggy often. Many years ago I reviewed those. I'll link those down below if you want to see more. But I find myself using the Lightroom camera app often, and here's where we get into the issues. There's a specific chip in here. Some of this is beyond my understanding, but there's a specific chip in here that handles a lot of the photo processing. Google hasn't given anybody else access to that yet. And so your RAWs are going to be incredibly noisy, incredibly unprocessed, and even working on them for a while in Lightroom Mobile, I can't get them to look back to the point that these JPEGs do. So, if you're somebody that wants a nice sized, incredibly quality phone and just snap pictures, this is fantastic. If you're somebody who wants more controls, especially of raw images and doing post-processing, well, in low light, you might not be so happy with the results. Now, at some point in the future, they are going to open up that access or that API to allow other apps and third-party developers access to that chip that should give us better results. But until then, I don't bother to shoot raw in low light situations. The JPEGs look just as good straight out of the camera. One of the other things that Google did is they've only got one kind of medium range lens or focal length in this camera. And coming from LG, I had two, the very wide angle at times, and that was great to use, but truthfully, I didn't use it very often, so I wasn't too sad about giving it up. But when you look over at Apple with their more portrait-oriented iPhone lenses, well, I do get a little jealous. So the first item on my gift guide is one that greatly extends the portrait capabilities of this, and that's the Moment Lens system. So these are a series of add-on lenses that you can attach to your phone through a case. Now, a downside is that these are really only available for current iPhone and Pixel 2 phones because you need a case that fits your phone. So if you don't have one of those phones, you're out of luck. But those who do, well, first off, you need the case. And I love this case. It's small, it's lightweight, I think it looks fairly stylish, and it adds an attachment point for the Moment lenses like the 60. So you find the little lineup, and it just kind of clicks in very easily and similar to a lens on a mirrorless or DSLR camera. And unlike all of the very cheap add-on lenses that you see on Amazon, the quality is fantastic. There's no degradation of quality, and it truly does give you these other focal ranges. It doesn't just distort your existing image, especially for the very wide angle lens that I'll show you in a minute. But I've been mostly using the 60 to take nice portraits. This whole kit went with me on vacation to San Diego a few weeks ago, and I loved being able to travel incredibly light. Just my phone and a couple of these lenses. It gives me a huge variety of kind of photographic opportunities, including the nice portraits with the 60. Now, as I said, that very wide angle lens does truly offer a much wider view. It's fantastic and the quality is great. And the last option is their macro, which again, one of the downsides to the Pixel coming from the LG is I haven't been able to get as close as I could with that LG. Its close focusing capabilities of the LG 5 and LG 4 were just phenomenal. The Pixel's not quite there, but you throw this macro on with its built-in diffuser and you can get incredibly close detailed images, almost too close. We're talking very serious detailed images. Now, each of these lenses is available independently, or you can buy them in a group with a slight discount, and that brings up one of the other cons to this system. It's not cheap. Each of these lenses comes in at about $100, but if you want that quality and you want to be able to travel very light, there's nothing else in this category that I can recommend. Now, let me talk about something that is another way to extend your mobile photography, and that is a way to stabilize it on a tripod. This is the Photo Sidekick, and for about $30, it is a fantastic way to mount your smartphone to a tripod. Now, I'm pretty sure I've covered this in previous gift guides, but it just so securely holds your phone with or without case. They make different sizes if you have a larger phone. Once it's in there, you've got a nice range of motion. You can even mount it completely flat if you're photographing against something straight down. And the bottom of this L bracket is an Arca Swiss compatible plate. So if you're already in that world of tripods, it simply clips in to your existing base or head of your tripod. Now, that's a great way to stabilize your camera for a long period of time. How about when you want to get smooth, stable footage when you're on the go? Well, for that, we need to look at ZoomTech's Smooth Q. Hovering around $99 this holiday season, this is a fantastic way to get incredibly smooth and stable footage from your smartphone device while you're on the go. The optical and electronic stabilization that's built into your smartphone is no match for a very nice, very smooth gimbal. All right, so I'm walking and talking without the ZoomTech gimbal right now, and you can see that it's fairly shaky and wiggly and not that exciting of footage. Now I've got the ZoomTech gimbal on, and wow, man, isn't this a lot more stable and nice looking to watch? It's not all jiggly and wiggly, and it looks like professional style footage. Now, it does come with an app that you can run on your phone, and through the control interface on the back, you can start and stop videos, switch to front facing or back facing cameras, and you can actually control the tilt and orientation of the phone, and can shoot vertical or portrait orientation video as well. I'd love to know your thoughts in the comments about shooting portrait style video, but if you're creating a lot of Instagram content, that is important to some people. So all in all, I prefer something like this to the DJI Osmo because its value is fantastic. You already have a smartphone, or probably do, capable of creating beautiful 4K footage, and in the future, as you upgrade that phone, this device remains effective and useful. So that's a complete look at my holiday gift guide for mobile photography 2017. I'd love to know what's at the top of your wish list, one of these items here, or something else that you recommend. Everything I just talked about and recommend is linked right down below. Happy holidays. Thanks so much for watching. Bye-bye.